Hello everyone, and welcome to my YNR Homies channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. The Young and the Restless, Sally and Aristotle's surprise romance, Billy's partnership leads to trouble? The Young and the Restless spoilers hint that Sally Spectra and Aristotle Dumas could have a surprise romance in the works. Billy Abbott's partnership could lead to trouble. So let's talk about how this might play out. It's easy to see that cracks are already starting to form in Billy and Sally's romance, especially now that he's deceiving her about his plans with Aristotle. Secrets and lies are what led to Sally and Adam Newman's relationship falling apart, so the same fate could be brewing for Sally and Billy. However, it's also interesting that Aristotle is being introduced to Billy and Sally's storyline. We can see the potential for a love quad that includes Phyllis Summers since she's been pulling Billy in her direction lately. The closer Billy and Phyllis get, the more likely it becomes that Sally will get a new love interest and a fresh romantic direction of her own. There's also been some YNR buzz about a mysterious stranger landing in Sally's path down the road. Sally might strike up a conversation with someone at the bar without realizing he's Aristotle once he hits Genoa City. Of course, no one has seen a picture of Aristotle, and there's no confirmation on his exact age either. It's possible Aristotle is much younger than anyone realizes, or that he's got a son who's risen in the ranks to take his place by now. Aristotle Jr. could perhaps be coming to town, especially since YNR's keeping a tight lid on the new character that Billy Flynn is playing. Whatever the case, Sally is suspicious of Aristotle and will make more predictions about the drama that's brewing. You can bet that Sally will dig for the whole truth about Billy and Aristotle's alliance soon enough. It'd be soapy if all this led to Sally's eventual romance with Aristotle, so maybe sparks will fly, particularly if Billy strays with Phyllis and gives Sally a reason to turn elsewhere for comfort. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy's partnership with Aristotle could lead to more problems than he bargained for, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news to come. CDL will have other exciting Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates, so make us your #1 source. Sharon recruits Alan for therapy. The Young and the Restless recap for Wednesday, March 26, reveals that Sharon Newman will recruit Alan Laurent aka Martin Laurent before Tracy Abbott cries over her worst mistake. At Crimson Lights, Tracy will offer to serve as a confidant if Sharon wants to open up about her ordeal. Sharon will take Tracy up on that offer, so they'll sit down for coffee as Sharon spills plenty of kidnapping details. After Sharon reflects on the distorted voice playing mind games and seemingly having psychology field knowledge, she'll talk about how she almost died twice along with Phyllis Summers. Tracy will seem unsettled when she hears about the gas pumped in the clinic since she'll flash back to Ellen's text about the gas expulsion stopping. Sharon's mention of all the precautions the kidnapper took will leave Tracy looking nervous as well. There'll also be some talk about the captor having knowledge of Sharon's feud with Phyllis and apparently carrying out an experiment to force them to work things out. Since Alan helped Sharon with her hypnotherapy and that led to Jordan and Ian Ward getting caught, Sharon will suggest Alan might be able to help with this case, too. Sharon will hope Phyllis can join her therapy session with Alan so they can get his insight into the mind of this madman. Tracy will point out that Alan is in Paris right now, but Sharon will hope he can help when he gets back. Next on Wednesday's YNR episode, Sharon will meet up with Phyllis, Summer Newman, and Nick Newman at the GCAC. That's where Sharon will offer updates on her conversation with Tracy and how Alan could help them. Sharon will ultimately make a prediction about Alan possibly being the key they need to bring this ordeal to an end. In Kyle Abbott's suite, Claire Newman will wake up in bed with him and freak out over being late for work. Kyle will push Claire to play hooky together and will suggest she should leave some of her stuff at the Abbott mansion once the renovations are complete. Although Claire will get nervous over lying to Nikki Newman, she'll finally cave in and text her grandmother about a case of bad clams. Kyle will text Jack Abbott the same fake story, so Jack will compare notes with Nikki at Society. Jack and Nikki will realize the young lovers just want some extra alone time, so they won't spoil Kyle and Claire's fun. Nikki and Jack will also have a conversation about trying to advocate for Claire and Kyle since Victor Newman's putting up such a fight on their future. Back in Kyle's suite, Claire will enjoy the huge breakfast spread he ordered and tease him about being a bad influence. At the coffee house again, Tracy will remain on edge as she leaves Alan a voicemail about a publisher issue delaying her trip to Paris. Once Tracy disconnects, she'll try to convince herself that what she's thinking can't be right. When Jack arrives to find Tracy crying, she'll beg him to tell her that she's not losing her mind and that she hasn't made the biggest mistake of her life. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Tracy will give Jack some shocking news soon, so stay tuned. CDL's the place to be for hot Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates, so make us your top YNR source. For sizzling YNR couples who need to reunite. The Young and the Restless spoilers reveal there are at least 4 sizzling couples who need to reunite. Let's address some pairings that many fans are still rooting for and discuss why YNR should bring these former flames back together. 1. Nick and Sharon. Although Nick Newman basically rejected Sharon Newman and opted to keep her in the friend zone, that doesn't mean it was the right call. There's still time for Nick to change his mind and reunite with Sharon, especially if YNR finally listens to all the Sharon and Nick supporters who have been clamoring for their next chapter. Sharon and Nick may never truly be over each other, so maybe there's still hope for them to reunite down the road. 2. Kyle and Summer. Kyle Abbott and Summer Newman tend to find their way back to each other sooner or later. Although Summer's become a scheming brat lately, she still brings some spice to Kyle's life. Let's face it, Kyle and Claire Newman's romance just isn't all that exciting. Could a summer reunion bring the necessary drama and allow Kyle to sizzle with someone again? Victor Newman has certainly made predictions about Kyle and Claire's relationship ending in heartbreak, so we'll see if that could mean good news for Summer. 3. Adam and Sally. Although Adam Newman recently reunited with Chelsea Lawson, plenty of viewers were disappointed over his breakup with Sally Spectra. If Chelsea and Adam's relationship crashes and burns again, could Sally and Adam get one last chance to make it work as a couple? Time will tell, but Adam and Sally fans are holding out hope that they might come back around as a romantic duo. 4. Devin and Resurrected Hillary. Devin Winters is happily married to Abby Winters, but that doesn't mean she's his soulmate. Many viewers still feel like Hillary Curtis was Devin's perfect match. Although Hillary passed away after a car accident, maybe she deserves a soapy resurrection through some wild explanation. Devin and Hillary were definitely a fan-favorite couple, so we'd like to see the show revive Hillary and give Devin the love of his life back. The Young and the Restless spoilers say some romantic shakeups could be brewing in Genoa City, so we'll bring you updates on what's in store. CDL's where you want to be for fantastic Young and the Restless spoilers, updates, and news, so visit us regularly for more details. It's possible Aristotle is much younger than anyone realizes, or that he's got a son who's risen in the ranks to take his place by now. Aristotle Jr. could perhaps be coming to town, especially since YNR's keeping a tight lid on the new character that Billy Flynn is playing. Whatever the case, Sally is suspicious of Aristotle and will make more predictions about the drama that's brewing. You can bet that Sally will dig for the whole truth about Billy and Aristotle's alliance soon enough. It'd be soapy if all this led to Sally's eventual romance with Aristotle, so maybe sparks will fly, particularly if Billy strays with Phyllis and gives Sally a reason to turn elsewhere for comfort. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Billy's partnership with Aristotle could lead to more problems than he bargained for, so stay tuned for updates on all the shocking news to come. CDL will have other exciting Young and the Restless spoilers, news, and updates, so make us your #1 source.